Hi, Merry Christmas. It's like, tomorrow night, 2 days. How was your week? A little crazy, right? It's Christmas. That's what happens. We get overwhelmed. We get overwhelmed with Christmas. We're doing stuff all the time. We have to figure out gifts. We have to figure out food. We have to figure out where we're going, the schedule of whose house at what time. The traffic is outrageous. It's just, there's so many cars on the roads. And I see accidents more so at this time of the year. The stores are completely packed. Kenny and I walk the mall and we gotta go in and out of people. It's a little bit of a crazy year, a crazy time of the year, right? So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before, but it's important. It's important to remember this stuff. It's a crazy time of year. And we have to do it. And so we do. And then we need a break. Now, that's kind of what I wanted to say, because there seems to be, especially maybe for moms, but for everybody, a little bit of guilt in taking a break. Not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Some of us are OCD, and so it's very hard for me to take a break, to change the rhythm I'm in, the schedule I have, the routine that I have. But it's important. And one of the reasons I think that is because it's in the Bible about taking a break, and it starts in the very beginning. So in the very beginning, God created heaven and earth. Now Genesis chapter 2, verses 2 and 3 says, by the seventh day, God finished the work he had been doing. So on the seventh day, he rested from all his work. He blessed the seventh day and he made it a holy day. He made it holy because on that day, he rested. He rested from all the work he had done in creating the world. So not only did God take a break and rest, but he made it holy. It's necessary. It's a God thing, resting. So let's not feel guilty about it. Let's take the rest. There's a lot of stuff. Let's look again. Let's look in Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. Come to me, all of you who are tired and have heavy loads. I will give you rest. Mark 14, 22 through 23. This is Jesus. Jesus made his followers get into the boat. He told them to go ahead of him to the other side of the lake. Jesus stayed there to tell the people they could go home, but after he said goodbye to them, he went alone up into the hills to pray. It was late and Jesus was there alone. Jesus took a break. He sent his disciples to take a break on the other side of the lake, and then he took his own break. In Exodus chapter 28 through 10, remember, keep the Sabbath as a holy day. You may work and get everything done during 6 days each week, but on the seventh day, that's a day of rest. Honor the Lord your God. And on that day, don't do any work. You, your son, your daughter, even the animals. And then Psalm 23, 2 through 3. He gives me rest in green pastures. He leads me to calm water. He gives me new strength. For the good of his name, he leads me on paths that are right. He gives me rest. So here's the thing. God said, rest. Take a break. You don't have to keep going and going and going and going. This life is so busy. And I don't know if it's more busy than it used to be or a different kind of busy, but we're constantly on the move. We're working. Some people are working 2-3 jobs. If you have children or a family, you're working 2 or 3 jobs just by doing that. People are volunteering and helping, especially this time of year. People are worried. Do I have enough money to buy the gifts? Do I have the right amount of gifts for each child? Did I finish all the stuff I'm supposed to be finishing? Am I going to the right place? Does everybody have something to wear? It just goes on. So much going on. Does my house look good for people to come to? Decorating. So take a minute and rest. And then have your Christmas celebration. And enjoy it. And be there in the moment with your family or your friends or even yourself with your nice dinner. Just take a minute and relax. And then when this is done and we're not in the celebration mode anymore, take a day off from work if you can. Come home from work and sit down. You know, they give teachers and students a week off after Christmas, and I think part of the reason for that is because you need it. You need to calm down. You need to reboot. God made it holy. He made it so we have to do it, that it's important to do it, that it's a God thing. If you keep going, you're going to get sick, especially nowadays. If you keep going, something could happen. And we don't want that. We want to be able to live this incredible life that we have. But every once in a while, you got to take a break. So this season, after tomorrow night, after Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, relax. Put the TV on. Take a nap. Walk. I don't know if you can. The weather's pretty bad. Do something to calm yourself down. You can do it alone. You could do it with your family. When you're sitting down and eating, take a deep breath and pray. That's a good way to rest. And slow down. And then, when school starts again, or work starts up again, or your volunteering starts again, maybe you have a little bit more energy, not so crazy, a little calmer. All right, so here's me telling you, God wants you to take a break. God has said, take a break. Breaks are holy, rest is holy. So take a break. Take a deep breath. If you happen to want to eat chocolate during the break, I think that's perfect. Whatever works for you, whatever gives you calm, whatever gives you serenity. All right? Listen, have a great holiday. And just remember, take this break and get through, and then you deal with the next stuff. Just a little bit of a rest. I love you. I miss you a lot. But we will be together soon. Take care.